And welcome back to Let's Play Banished, picking up where we left off not a year ago, only last night for a change. If it'll load, there we are. If it will load, great start there. I think we were building, oh my god, my freaking ears. We were building some things. We've built a church, we're building a new herbalist. What else was I building? Apparently that was it. The other thing we were building was built. What was I building? I remember there being a second thing. I know that we had the church, and that's now done. I wonder what else it was now. Oh well, I'm sure it didn't matter. What do we do now? We're actually building up a stockpile of stone of all things. Meanwhile, I need to get some more miners. Just up our quota there. We're not going to employ all 15, but we'll just make sure that we can cycle them through as the cold seasons come by. I suppose we need to start plotting our next suburb. Oh, that bridge is up, finally! So the herbalist is going to be... this area is going to be as untouched as up there. By up there, I mean this corner of up there. We've still got all of this to exploit. Huh, noted. I have to have a cemetery behind this church though, it's an unwritten rule. Yeah, we go a 9x8 cemetery. We'll just put a road. All the way along. Actually reasonably economical too. That's right, we were going to breed more cows. I need space for cows. All of the cows. I suppose I should up the speed. I wonder if I should get another forester going. I guess it makes sense that we have another round of hunters and so forth down here. This is a nice unspoiled area, but I imagine we'll be colonizing that. Whereas up here, I mean, this area is already unspoiled. We've got a road through here already for some reason. We could just go ahead and put another set of shit up here. I mean, environmentally sustainable, conscious... Oh, who am I kidding? Another round of shit up here. Woodcutter, forester. I mean, they'd be overlapping. I don't know how they would go... They're not overlapping too much, just, you know, 40%. We will throw you in the mines. Oh my god, that freaking alert. Well, our barns are not full. Well, most of them are, granted, but they're not full enough to actually be worrying about. Oh, that makes me happy. That stockpile is almost completely full of stone. Our food reserves are still slowly increasing. I guess this means that we plot another storage barn here. Pause you, and pause you. Not actually building them yet, I just want to plot them out. Now, can we build a road down between there? We can. Why, I'm not sure. That seems like an aesthetically appropriate layout. Oh, and they fit perfectly. We'll just go ahead and pause all of those. And rush through winter. Are we all done? I reckon we're all done. You know what, let's get another one of those barns up. It can't hurt. Unless it caves in and kills them horribly, then it would probably hurt. Short of that. So where am I going to put these cows? Where are we going to have more cows? Oh, we're short a herdsman. There we are. I really should pay more attention when just arbitrarily assigning people. What do you mean the materials necessary are not available? Do we have a shortage of leather? I see, indeed, we have a shortage of leather. Well then we definitely need more cows. Like as if we needed another excuse to have more cows. Where to put them? I don't want to ruin the aesthetic. This is going to end up being a little suburban street down here, I can see that now. Once this snow clears, we'll pick out where these cows are going to live. Okay, so we have more farmers than we need apparently. Well then you can go in the mine. Yes you can, because I don't have any other shortfalls. You have a herd of deer waiting patiently to cross the street, which is adorable. Boop. Right, and we have a baby cow, which is just the most precious thing. Where to put these cows? Can I put them up here? Can have a 15 by 18 pasture, but can we get a road up to it? Indeed we can. Woolen coats. Are these the good ones? Pause. No, they're not. Right, well then, get out of here. So we're gonna have more cows up there. We need to up our leather production. So I imagine we want at least one more of cows. Let's see here. I'd love to be able to use... I can't believe I cut this space off. I was such a moron for doing that. And I could... could conceivably build another row of houses behind here quite easily. I reckon we're going to demolish this house. I'm sorry, random family, but for the good of the state, we have to relocate you. Let's see. No, I don't want to stop demolishing it. Did we get that other herbalist up? Not yet. We've also used up all the stone earmarked for it too. I guess we pause 2 of these. We'll have a net gain of 1 house at the end of this exercise. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Oh, we had a workplace accident. Oh well. File that away under shit happens and throw another one down there. Lost a forester too, apparently. Well, the next person to come up will become a forester. Yeah, we've got our other herbalist up. Be a builder for the moment though. Just hurry up and get these people with a house again. Realizing I've perhaps overextended my building capacity just slightly here. Are they living? Oh, I wonder where they've moved in. We'll need another herdsman. Split you and relocate you as a herdsman. How's our school looking? Oh, maybe it holds 20 students. What can you do? What have I got? We need more herbalists as well. Oh yeah, the whole we need medicine thing. Yay, everyone's super happy. See, more cows does that. As soon as we get the extra field of cows, everyone's happiness gets that final star. get all of the herbs. Well... oh good, that other orchard is yielding plums. That'll keep our brewery going nicely. I wish that the tavern would produce with whatever fruit is available. I wish I didn't have to constantly cycle between them. Oh dear. Another workplace accident in the quarry. What the fuck is going on over there, guys? Get your shit together. Another one. Oh. Builder died during childbirth. That's a bit sadder. I assume that all of our fields are empty. Indeed they are. Let's get all of these vacancies filled. Another... I'm wary about expanding too fast. We've got two families there that have yet to procreate. One that may be doing it just a little bit too much. I had a moment there. Why did I put this road up here? I wonder why I did that. Not my smartest move. Oh yeah, oh, we can just get rid of him. It's like, oh yeah, we've got a boat there. And I remembered that it's all crap. Our stone road there. Now a bridge won't meet up there. It's disappointing. I guess we'll just leave you as a bit of an odd job. Oh my god, I want to just... there, thank you. Late winter means we can start rehiring farmers. Where else? Suppose we don't need quite so many stone cutters right now. Anything, I probably want to have an equal spread of miners and stone cutters now. Looking at my dwindling iron supplies, but my rapidly increasing stone supplies. Regular dirt path up here. I wonder why I couldn't be bothered extending the cemetery out by one. And the sad part is if I go and do this, it won't extend the cemetery. So I'm stuck with this gap there. I just feel sad. Oh, I see, we lost a fisherman there. Alright, time to build another house. Keep the population ticking over. Oh, we've lost a herdsman. That's absolutely not an acceptable loss, especially while there are itty bitty baby sheep going unattended to. We might actually need to increase our food stores. Noticing that our food seems to have dropped by 2,000. I'm okay with it fluctuating around here, but if it drops below 40,000, I will be increasing our food somehow. I'll probably redirect miners. Let's see. More fishermen. That'll do it. 69. We definitely need more miners. What the hell is that? Oh, coal. Oh, that's a coal mine. Oh, I thought that was an iron mine all this time. What the fuck am I worrying about coal for? We certainly don't need an increased coal store. I guess we therefore need to expand our mining operations. Didn't I have another one of these earmarked somewhere? Apparently not. There's good. 68 stone ripped. They can all build the new mine and then they can all work in the new mine. Well, no wonder our iron's been going down though. I'm just a fucking idiot. Oh, chickens! Oh, we can't afford all of the chickens. We can afford 3 of the chickens. I will accept 3 of the chickens. But this makes me happy because now we have chickens. And we just need to build a pasture for them. I assume they need a pasture. And if I recall correctly, chickens are actually a very generous one. We'll start with that. Oh, and our food supply has gone back up to 5,100, so I'm not worrying about food yet. We're still producing more than we need. Yay! See, this is confusing. Do we get to mine 100% coal, then 100% iron? Or we have to pick one or the other. Another herdsman. Oh, wait a minute, we can repurpose all these farmers for a moment. Them working in the mines, and get another storage barn going. There we go. Chickens! Where are the chickens? There they are! That's so wholesome. Again, the missed opportunity to have them kind of shake themselves off after walking through the river. Oh well, we have chickens. Life is good. Oh, 73 adults. We have probably overextended ourselves a hell of a lot there. Oh, who died? A stone cutter. Oh, well, we don't need 15 of those anyway. We do need another herd. Why do we... No, we don't need 2 herdsmen for the chickens. Get out of here. Otherwise, that's looking good. We can actually have... Oh, we can throw them in the quarry. Why not? Where are the chickens? There they are. Make more chickens. Yes, the size line 13 versus 34. Throw you in there, I suppose. Everyone can have a job. Now, iron stores. Actually, we should increase our workforce here by 1 each. That makes more sense, having them more evenly distributed. Oh, we have some nomads. 18 nomads. Welcome. Yay. Our first group of nomads. Get to work. Into the mines. So what we can do is put 2 herdsmen on each of these larger paddocks. Two on each of those, and I reckon 2 on each of these larger fields. And that still leaves 1 left over. Yeah, I am unsurprised that they are making use of that boarding house. Suppose we have to build housing for them now. I couldn't have brought that with them. Fucking do everything for this lot. How's our school looking, actually? Oh, thank Cthulhu. They're all babies. Hopefully they hit our school a bit more staggered. Now, I need to be mindful of our hospital size. Hospital is not overwhelmed as yet. I guess we should increase our booze limit. looking like all of our worker quotas are holding up pretty well. Just employ a couple of builders to actually build these houses for these people. And I really should build a well there. 40 stone. Ouch. Oh, I can't build a well there anyway. Meh. Still short on leather. I'm assuming that's leather we're running low on. 6 versus how much wool? Oh, we have oodles of wool. It is definitely leather that we are lacking. And at this point I realise I haven't saved yet. I'm not sure how I feel about how abruptly the music stops in the menu. What have you got? Just cows. Really shouldn't be trading the leather, it's at a premium right now. Get out of here. We've actually got enough of a population right now that I don't even really need to look at reassigning too many workers in the cold season. Farmers can put their feet up. I think we should increase this to 80. A limit of 80 tools. We've built all these houses already. Go us! Oh, cue the baby boom. Our hospital's still doing really well. Either they don't know it's there or the herbalists are actually doing their job. So I don't know if this is treating the area or gathering herbs from the area. Gatherer's hut. Yeah, I have a feeling that this herbalist here is thoroughly pointless. I'll just reduce that to 1. Where can we put this other herbalist? Somewhere tasteful, no doubt. Cold season, what we should be doing is... there we go. Putting as many bodies as we can into the mines. Use the winter to get ahead. Our stockpiles, so we've actually gone behind a little bit food-wise this time, which is be expected after a massive sudden hit. How's our school looking? 14. I suppose that number will tell me how many students we have. We might actually need to look at building another school, which then means employing another teacher. Oh, we needed the coal to make tools, that's right. Everything has its place in a well-balanced diet. What we need to be doing is... I think we need another forester, actually. Looking at the amount of firewood we have, that's been dwindling. So that's done. Iron went up a little bit. Yay, progress. This piddly little fucking orchard is almost not even worth it. I wish I could see the statistics for what this orchard is yielding, because I'm sure it's bugger all. How are our numbers? Have we lost anybody? Not that I can see. Not that I can see. I might want to look at the expense of another quarry. 80 wood, 40 stone. I suppose it needs to be somewhere open and flat. I don't have too many spots to put a quarry. Oh dear. Suppose I could just fucking strip mine all of that. Might have to do that. Meanwhile, our barns are filling up again. We're just gonna have to go ahead and improve those, get them moving. Clear that up. Might even be able to build something there. What will it cost to upgrade this? Well, we definitely need another woodcutter. Pop him there. Forester. That does seem a little wasteful given that we're running out of space for the things we need. Woodcutter. We do need another forester though, so I assume we'll have to put this out this away. Yeah. We can probably run with that. Oh, we just missed that again. So I suppose these projects will just be completed as numbers allow now. To be fair, we don't need quite so many people in the quarry now. We've progressed to a point where we have a stable level of stone, even with all these projects on the go. Did we lose somebody? No. Apparently we just did then. What do you have? Cows! I actually don't want cows, and I also don't want to be storing all of my leather here. Because it seems that I'm getting all my leather's being redirected to the trading post, and I'm not having enough to make clothing. So do that. Dismiss you. And how are our chickens looking? They're chickening! There's a baby chicken. Chickening all over the place. Another market would go well down here, maybe? Almost seems wasteful having so much of it over there. Oh, another woodcutter. Increase these back up to 4 apiece and have more fishermen. Oh, we've lost a farmer. Hurry up and make more chickens more quickly. I want eggs. Food is definitely going backwards now. Noted. What is the best way to combat this? I assume more farmland. The chickens are taking a little while to build up, but they will yield a decent amount of food when they get there. They're just not there yet. One thing we could do is have a woodsman over here. Hunting cabin. Covering a decent area. Out of there, please. There. Hopefully that is as uninvasive as possible. And then we'll have more hunters bringing in more venison. I have a feeling that I actually might want to reduce my number of farmers per paddock and have more paddocks. More what are they? Crops. That's the word. Where to put them? Where to put them? Well, it's the perfect size for a crop there. one there. As far away as it is from everything, I haven't really given myself much room. I suppose I need to keep all of this for resource... I don't know, resource farming, resource acquisition, resource management. That's the word. What about here? 15 by 9 crop. Probably better to use a cemetery. I assume that's unusable. Of course it is. Build my road up between them. Good. Clear that one for tidiness. I want another crop here. No, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Crop. There. That works. Doesn't really do much for me though. Having it set back a bit gives me a little bit more space to work with though. Gives me space to move or to build down here if I should want to. Put our road along there. Gives us this space to build houses along or something, as opposed to having everything bottlenecked and not being able to use this. I've learnt that lesson. How are our chickens going? 14 chickens! We have a lot of building on the go right now, I have just realised. Let's free up a couple more indentured workers, miners. And we want to reduce each of these to 1 per field. Because we don't seem to be doing any better having doubled our allocation there. Get them all building, and hopefully by the end of winter we'll have these new crop spaces ready. We can use this for a stockpile. Along there, because why not? And all of our crops are done, so they can all be builders as well for the season. Now, if they'd had the foresight to remove the shit on the stockpile site first, they could have just taken these felled trees there. Another forester. So if we have 2 forester lodges of 3 each, you got goats and nothing to trade for because I don't store shit in my thing anymore. Crops. Potatoes, nature's most perfect food group. She's now made the decision for me that I shall be having wedges when I finish here. Woodcutter, I assume? Yes, we are short of woodcutter. What else are we short on? A forester. That's it. I am going to just clear that. Right, and back to work. To work, farmers. Lovely, just in time. More spuds. Can I build a house in that space? No, I can't build a house. Noted. I'm sure I'll find something to do there. I can build houses along here. I can build houses along here. This is a neat little area. Not much else I can friggin' do with it. I imagine I'll be building mines along here. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'll be building mines along this. I've got no doubt of this at all. That's perfect mining space. So yeah, that'll be about as cheap as the housing gets. We need more hunters. There we go, we have more hunters. The system works. How's our school looking? 17 out of 20, doing well. Not overcrowded. Our chickens are coming along chickeningly. Otherwise, our resources are happily staying afloat. Food is the only thing I am looking at cautiously, hoping that these 2 paddocks will be adequate for our needs. Paddocks, crops. All of the food. Well, we haven't had any more complaints from the tailor that he's out of leather. At least I've done that right. I feel like this herbalist is a waste. If anybody understands the game better than me, and can tell me if I've done the herbalist wrong, by all means tell me I've done the herbalist wrong. It's not clear enough from the description whether or not he services the village directly as some kind of budget hospital or budget doctor, or if he's actually here gathering herbs, because the gatherer just gather as roots and berries as opposed to medicine. I would love to know how I increase my my health that one last heart though. Suppose we can increase our farmers there. But it can't hurt to have more since we've got the people to do it. Everything's going along swimmingly. I don't know what else to upgrade or to do now. This is just a case that we can sit back and watch them do what they do. You've actually hit the limit as opposed to just running out of leather. Go you, Taylor, go you. This wooden house is sticking out so badly. If we upgrade it, I think they move into the boarding house temporarily. Nothing left to worry about now. It feels weird having so many surplus humans. Shame I can't get a... Can I get a tunnel through here? Did I try this? I can. Well, that seems logical as all hell. Well, that seems incredibly freaking logical. I think I looked at the cost of that last time and noped out of it. Not this time. What have you got? Corn! I actually want that. Alas, I can't afford it, because I don't have anything people want to trade for. That makes me sad. 20 tools. Coats. If I keep 100 coats, 100 venison, probably put 200 venison. See what else we can put here that might possibly trade for a decent amount. Coal we can afford to put there for sure. Alright, we'll see how that goes. That poor trader is going to be so busy. We can see here that he is interested in some things, albeit we don't have anything there that would cumulatively yet let us trade for what we want, so meh. We'll probably miss out on the corn this time. Do we have corn? I don't know if we actually have corn. No, we don't, so that would have been a new one for our collection. Sadness. Sadness and disappointment. Let's have another trader, see if we can get this shit together. It's not looking good. No, it really isn't. Are you going to stock your inventory or not? Probably. He's getting everything else. One fish at a time. I hate you, trader. But our food reserve has gone back up. Oh yeah, you better run, you fucking coward. But our food stocks have gone up and that makes me happy. And it'll give Garrick over here something else to do with his spare time. A log limit? We are nowhere near our log limit. How's this tunnel going? Getting there. Does that at least give them a shortcut to this part of the... I'm pretending it's worth 200 stone, it really isn't. People are not dying at the rate I am accustomed to in this game, and I'm running out of places to shove humans. You've been upgraded. There is nobody living in our boarding house. We are hello. Reserve of food is low my ass. Where the fuck is that coming from? We have 50 fucking thousand food game. Don't you dare tell me that. I have no idea where it's getting the idea that we're running low on food. It's probably because we've got everything up there. Having a market down here will actually make a lot more sense. There. Oh, more nomads just in time. I needed more workers. 28. Holy crap. Okay. We can do this. Oh, at least they're healthy. Good. Just the right shape to be working. 28. Jesus Christ. So we have to now strike a balance between population and our capacity to feed said population. I don't think we're going to need quite all of this. 28 by 4 is what? 7 per house. That's probably 5 or 6 families worth. So we probably don't need quite so much. But let's get all these people building their own homes. That's their starting point. That's their earn their shelter. Because our boarding house is full. Holy crap. Get to it, guys. We have to build another boarding house. Where can we put this? Communism intensifies. There almost seems like a good place. If they could live there on a long-term basis, it would be one thing. But they can't. At least I don't believe that they can. I'm pretty sure that's short-term. temporary place. Not aware of any manual for this game that would elaborate on what that means. I imagine we're actually going to want to build that as well. Oh wow, we're out of stone again. What have you got? Cattle and sheep. We're not going to want that. We are going to want to increase our stone cutters. And we're going to want to increase our food production again by a factor of a metric fuck ton. So more potatoes. Put one there. Vendors. How's our population going? Actually back to struggling to keep up with the demand for stone at the moment. Ah, oh, rip. We were doing so well there too. We still got plenty of food, I'm not worrying about that. Something else we can do is just distribute our people around these noble professions. Let's see. I imagine a second herdsman guarding the chickens would be wise. Two there, two there, two there. Unemployed. We have plenty of unemployed. God, that's what I'm going to do with them. Oh wait, we got mines. There we go, I get there eventually. So they have 10 each, we got 15 in the quarry. And we still have people in... Oh, of course. How many families do we have there? One... Jesus! Okay, let's just build these houses. Okay, so the market does actually act as a redistribution center, so we can have food gathered here to distribute to people living in this part of town. That is really handy. That is incredibly handy. So that means that you can basically have one section cordoned off as primary production. And it really shits me up the wall at just how much of this land is absolutely unusable. It's all just fucking mountains, I can't even mine that. Spuds. Get to farming. Somehow our food stores are still holding. Somehow. We want a storage barn here though. I'll place the storage barn when I can actually see the freaking ground? Not good enough. I want to see grass. So that inventory is full, so we can fire that other trader now. Throw him into circulation. And I think that these two fishermen, these two fishing docks, were what kept me going early on in the game. Reserve of food is slow my ass. Reserve of stone is low, we're completely out of stone. What are we gonna do? Going to do? We've got our tunnel built, that's something we can connect that. There. That. Yay! I can see the ground. Right, where am I going to put a storage barn? Storage barns and more crops. Where can I afford to fit crops? By 12, 11 by 9, 10 by 12 would seem to be the superior option, but what about further down here? By 8. Fitting in as many as I can. I can't fit anything there. Where's storage barn? There it is. Storage barn there, and we can put a little stockpile there. There we go. And because we got a... No, we don't actually have much to worry about there. Little crops. Hello, boat. Beans. Do we have beans? I think we do have beans. We in fact do have beans. Potatoes, of course, we have, so I don't need to worry about that. You can just get on out of here. Corn would have been good. I'd have had a corn crop for the ensign. She'd have loved it if she ever actually saw this. Slowly but surely though, everything is coming together. We still have a lot of people living in that boarding house though, and they're going to be chewing through our firewood. It would be nice if our quarry could get its shit together a little faster. And I need to stop building shit that needs stone, and diverting stone away from the houses. Bet your ass there's going to be potatoes. And that's potatoes. $22 of 21, huh? There we go. I don't know what that was about. Game forgot who was doing what for a moment there. Well, fortunately we have storage barns here as well, which should be reasonably easy to get to. Overall, I'm really happy with how this is shaping up, though I do wish that these houses would be completed a little faster so that I could take stock of the housing situation. More builders than we need, apparently. Do we have any other sections needing topping up? No. This cleric, the cleric and the doctor, I think? The cleric and the trader have so far had the best longevity. Oh no, Garrick's been hanging in there for as long as I can remember now too. Can't zoom out any further. Can't zoom out any further or get a better view of the entire village. That's disappointing. I'd love to be able to just take a Stardew Valley style photograph of the whole village. Did someone just snuff it there, or did we have somebody new, or I don't know what happened there. Our graveyards are looking respectable now. Food has dropped a little, but tolerably so. The boarding house is empty, yay! I want to pause that then. Yeah, we can live one more. One more is not going to tip the balance. Except for the part where it actually does tip the balance and everybody starves to death. A boat! A boat! Oh wow, this is a sizable one. With no seeds. No seeds at all. A bunch of food that I don't give a shit about. I mean, if I could plant this, you know, plant the fish and grow fish trees or something, then fine, I'd care, but we can't. We can't do anything with any of that. Get out of here. How are our chickens going? We have all of our chickens. Do we have eggs? Do we have it? We have eggs. That makes me happy. Everyone's still plodding along quite happily. Our stone will be being redirected to finish off this barn. We now have more stone than we need for our projects. We are gaining ground on stone again. Hallelujah. Oh, you shut the fuck up with that game. The reserve of food is not running low. I am, however, just going to save the game again. We'll get through this winter, see what we might need to do, and then we'll actually we'll call it at that point. Going for almost an hour and a half now. That is done. Life is good. Life is good, and our food is still holding around 50,000. So for doubling our population size, we are actually managing to break even on our food. We are not going backwards. That is really, really good. Now it's just a balancing act of keeping our population growing and expanding at just the right rate to keep all these jobs filled. I feel like they deserve another tavern, but they seem happy with the one they've got. I am yet to see one patient in this hospital. What does it cost to build a fishing dock? 16 stone. It can't hurt to have a spare one, surely. Put another one in there? No, we can't fit another one, but just have a third one. Get that built. And if they can fish 3 fishing docks worth of fish out of this tiny little fucking stream, then power to them. Otherwise things are looking good. How many farmers do I have on this too? We've gone from having to balance our farmers between our farms and our other jobs to the farmers actually getting entire winters off now because I've got that many people. I've got that many people that all my jobs are filled and I've got people just sitting idle. That being the case, oh, let's see what this one has. What do we have? Do we have seeds? We do not have seeds. That is disappointing. It's really disappointing because I've got that much produce here. I don't really need or give a flying fuck about any of this. We could buy all of these plums. And trade him 1 for 1 almost. 2,000 of those, 2,000 of those. And now we've got a shitload more plums to make ale with. Keep 500 units there. Not that we really need to have 1,000. I mean, for Christ's sake, we don't seem to be able to have more than 200 at any given time. Have we lost somebody here? That I can see. So we just traded one kind of food for another there. Because literally all we did, we're no better or worse off for it, except now we can have a bit more ale and have that stored up. I don't know why it's telling me that the reserve of food is low. I don't understand this, unless it's people here getting hungry. We're taking too long, or taking just that little bit too long to walk to the nearest place where they can get food. It's like they work on fucking crops swarming with food or anything. But at that, virtually an hour and a half in, I'm going to call it here. It's been really good, but I need to go and eat. So a quick save, or quick regular save is our only option. I haven't noticed it auto-saving as we've gone along. When was the last time it auto-saved? It's not going to say, is it? Oh well. Anyway, until next time, cheers!